outside. It's warm and it's sunny, but my neighbors are getting a new roof. So it's too loud out there to hear all the drilling and hammering and all of that stuff. So I'm doing my live today here inside my house. I wish I was outside because it's so warm. And yeah, so I'm live from my living room or from my dining room. So, and I even pulled my hair back because I knew it's super windy outside, and I even put hairspray in my hair so that my bangs don't go crazy. I've been watching the lives going back and see that the hair gets blown away sometimes. So anyhow, I am Jaime Greene, the Solar Queen, and this is episode seven of Soaking Up the Sun. Video podcasts or video episodes a playlist that I'm creating for people that have asked the internet questions about solar. So I'm doing my best to answer those questions, one question a day live. And if you are watching or have watched previous episodes and you have a burning question that you want me to answer on these live streams, put them in the comments and let me know. Say, hey, I want you to answer this question of mine when it's related to solar, live on your show. Just put it in the comments below. Share this out to people that you know or that might be interested in solar. And these are some walnuts that I received from a viewer on my YouTube channel. These are straight from the orchard. They're delicious. They're looking into getting solar for their home and their farm. I don't know if you know this or not, but I can help businesses and agricultural, like farms and stuff, go solar and save on their energy costs too. I did talk yesterday a little bit about demand charges and how demand charges in residential solar situations can come into effect in places like Arizona. But a lot of times businesses have demand charges on top of energy use charges. So kilowatt demand charges plus kilowatt hour charges. And it is a massive, it makes their bills so much more expensive. So if you are a business owner and you're figuring out ways to cut costs and increase your profitability, you should look into getting solar for your business. If you own the building and own the roof space, even if you're in a long-term lease, we can work things out with your the building owner, especially if you're in a 20-30 year lease, things like that, because energy costs are starting to eat into profits, just like it's eating into our take-home pay when we are working and we're living our lives, and we have to pay for those utilities, like our water prices are going up, energy costs are going up. What else do we pay for? Refuse. So like all of our garbage stuff. I haven't seen that go up so much, but energy and water, you need it. So the whole purpose of me and what I do is to help you guys cut down on your energy costs. Lock in a monthly payment if you want to lease or finance the solar systems. But the whole point is to help you gain energy independence and also resilience. I just saw a post of a friend. I think that he lives in Vegas and there's a power outage, and he made a post that he's still up and running because he has a power wall. Two of them actually. And so he is not being affected by the power outage, which is amazing. I'll do another video on how do batteries work. I know I've covered it in other videos of mine about should I get a battery, should I not? You know, in California, you must get batteries with your solar system. I will not help a homeowner in California if they don't want to get batteries. It will just be a disservice to you if you don't get a battery or two or however many you might need. But if you live in another state like Vegas, or not Vegas, that's a city, Nevada or Texas or Arizona or Florida, or in any of these locations where you still have net metering, but you want to have that peace of mind of having a backup battery, we'll talk about the pros and cons of batteries. And really the only con of a battery is the price point. But I mean, it's all included in that tax credit too. So if you have tax liability, it's a good thing to do. But today, these walnuts are so good. The gentleman who reached out to me through my YouTube channel. So just if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're new to me, I'm Jaime Greene, the Solar Queen. If you haven't yet subscribed, I'd appreciate you hitting the subscribe button. I go live right now every day. It's just kind of a personal goal of mine to come on and provide value and education and content to viewers that are thinking of solar, and I want to help you do that. So he sent me walnuts, 4 bags. So I guess a gallon of walnuts, and they are so yummy, so yummy and so fresh. But let's go back to the original question that the people have asked the internet. So I'm talking Google, YouTube, Reddit, different areas of the internet that people ask these questions, and I want to answer them. So the question is, should I replace my roof before getting solar? It all depends. Let's talk about roof types for a second. There are many different types of roofs. There are asphalt shingle roofs, and that's probably the most common roof type that you see when you drive down the street. And these are the ones that are like the little, I don't know, shingles that are flat and have granules on it. They're asphalt, so there's oil involved in that. So there's oil, asphalt, granules. That is a common and inexpensive way to roof. There are, when you're getting roofing redone, like it used to be like a 20-year warranty. Now you can go all the way up to 50-year warranties on these asphalt shingle roofs. And there's technology that you can include in the roof process, which like helps deflect the heat and everything. So there's things that there's underlayment that can go underneath the shingles, and so it makes your house a little bit cooler. We have asphalt shingle roof. Most of my neighbors do. A couple years, decades ago, a company came through and they were re-roofing, and it was CalPac metal roofing, and it's these strips of metal roof. So this will lead me into the next type of roofing that you might have is a metal roof. You can have corrugated metal roof, or you could have ribbed, like the sheet metal. I would say Magnolia, like Chip and Joanna Gaines has made that sheet metal roof become very popular because it's so, it's like the lines are really nice and everything. There's a house down the street that's being built, and they have a metal roof, and it's got that ribbed, the ribbing down the roof, and that's nice because those are automatically going to be like a 50-year roof, maybe even a 70-year roof. You're going to hear a lot of rain. If it rains and hails, it's gonna, you're going to avoid roof damage in that regard. But it's nice because there's purlins that'll attach onto that ribbing, and it'll attach the solar panels onto that roof. So there's, you can do a lot with metal roofing. It's more expensive because it's a much longer roof lifespan, and it's a lot of work. Like, not work, but you don't want to, it is what it is. So there's the metal roof. But a couple of decades ago, there was CalPac metal roofing, and it was basically like not a tin roof, but very, very bendable. So they would come and put it on top of asphalt shingle roofs or wood shingle roofs, because the selling point was, you're in a fire-prone area. If a fire comes through, the roof will help deflect the fire and not cause your roof to start on fire if there's flames and embers flying through the air. And so they would just come through and they would put it over the existing roof. The problem with that is it's bendable. Like it's so thin that you can bend it. So you don't want to bend the metal roof or dent it. But there's nowhere to like get in and attach the footings for the solar panels to go into the roof. There's special clip-ons and all this and that. But really, a lot of homes that have this type of roofing, it's very difficult to find installers who are willing to install on CalPac metal roof. And we don't know how many layers of shingles, or if there's wood shingles underneath that metal roofing, without taking it up and checking it out. So that's another type of roof material. that would probably be a re-roof situation. Like, should you re-roof a CalPac metal roof? I would say yes, pull it all off. In fact, I did have a homeowner, and he's a real estate agent, who got solar and Powerwall, and he went through the whole re-roof, main panel upgrade, Powerwall, solar, all like the whole shebang. He re-roofed because he had CalPac metal roof, and he didn't like the color of it anyways, and he's like, so we included the re-roof in there, and now he's got an asphalt shingle roof, and it's beautiful. Makes the house look a little bit more modern. It's hard to describe, but go Google CalPac metal roof and you'll see what I'm talking about. They're like these strips of metal. So you got asphalt shingle roofs, you have metal roofs, you have tile roofs, and there's all different kinds of tile roofing. You might have the lightweight tile, you might have cement tile, you might have a slate style roof that's still tile, and you may have, it might look like Spanish tile roofing, but it's not. There's certain shapes and patterns of tile roofing that is still installable. Like you can install on those type of roofs as well. All these are different types of roofing. I'll tell you the ones that are like can't roof on. You might need to re-roof. CalPac metal roof being one of them. The other type, so you've got the metal roof and the tile roofs, cement tile roofs. If it's truly a lightweight tile and or a true Spanish clay tile roofing where it's like it's a very specific, like over under multiple layers, very lightweight brittle roofing. That is not installable unless you do a partial re-roof where the solar panels are going to go. And it's called a comp out shingle roof re-roof. So they pull off the tile roof components or pieces, and then they go in and they comp out the area, which means they're going to put shingles in the area of the solar array, and they're going to picture frame it. I have a homeowner in Southern California that's going to be going through this very soon, where they're going to lift off the lightweight cement tiles, and they're going to comp it out, and they're going to put the solar panels on, and then they're going to come back around and picture frame it with the existing tiles so it all looks inlaid. So that is a common thing if you have that kind of roof. But you know, the thing with Spanish clay tiles, things like that, those are 100-year roofs. Like you're not going to ever have to re-roof in your lifetime if you have that type of roof. But that's not very common in the United States. You know, you see a lot of HOAs have these metal roofs, cement tile roofs, and they all have the same roofing. And it looks like Spanish terracotta tile, but it's not. It's usually a cement tile roof that's just painted. It's very expensive to do Spanish clay tile roofs. So you've got that kind of roof. Another kind of roof is tar and gravel. This is a type of roof that a lot of low-pitched roofs have, and it would be literally, they, you know, throw down some tar and put gravel up there, and it would be pretty much like, it's a very durable roof, but it is, you can't install solar. You can, but you have to do a ballast system, and that's just meaning weighting down the solar array. But a lot of installers will just say, no, it's automatic re-roof. So if you have that kind of roof, you may want to consider re-roofing before you go solar. So you got tar and gravel. Another low profile roofing material type is my least favorite for when it comes to solar, because I've tried to help homeowners. And it's just one of those personal things that I think I've made after doing this for so long, the one type of roof that has caused me and the homeowner and the installers the most headache are the foam roofs. If you live in a cold area, you probably don't have foam roofs, because if you get snow or anything like that, you're not going to have a foam roof. It's mostly in places where it's warm. There's no snow, like snow doesn't impact this type of roof. Because it's low profile. You'd never put a low profile type roof, I don't think, for a home in a snow prone area. But the foam is the type where they spray down the foam onto the roof. You never want to penetrate a roof with foam. And where the headaches come in with foam roofs is we don't know how thick the roof is, how many layers of foam has been sprayed over it. I did have one homeowner where we went to go install, I didn't, but the installer went to go put in the footings. They got to about the 18th footing, which means they had to drill in, put the stanchions down, bolt it down, and then they were going to come back, seal it, and then have it sprayed over again. When they got to about the 18th stanchion, water came coming out of the foam roof. And so, of course, the brakes get, put down for that situation, and we have a situation of how do we repair this roof. It wasn't because the installer obviously didn't cause the issue. They actually unveiled the issue. And so anyways, long story short, that house had to be re-roofed. They went and did the solar with another company because they were so mad over what had happened. It was kind of silly. But that being said, for the people that I've helped with foam roofs, it's just like opening up Pandora's box. So I've made it a kind of like this personal thing that I don't, if it's a foam roof, if you have a foam roof and you want to work with me, I'm going to outsource it out to somebody else or recommend, a new roof, maybe like a TPO roof or a torch down roof or something like that, just because of the nature of foam roofs. They're difficult. So you have foam roofs, you have torch down, which is like a thin, torch down is a thin membrane, I believe. I might get this mixed up, but it's a thin membrane that's put over this the roof, and that you can install. That's no problem. And then the rolled asphalt, you can do that as well. So that's like rows of asphalt being laid down onto a flat roof. There's lots of different roofs, but the most common I would say is the asphalt shingle roofs. And asphalt shingle roofs, if you have a site survey, for everyone going solar, you are going to have a site survey. You should have a site survey because you want someone to physically examine the roof condition. Some people will layer on up to 3, sometimes 4 layers of asphalt shingle roof before you have to actually pull everything off and put on a new roof. So some installers will go up to 2 layers, but you do want to make sure that your roof can withstand the solar system being installed on the roof. So underlayment's really important, the plywood, the fascia boards, things like that, that's all involved with roofing. You don't want a roof leak. Do roof leaks happen? They do unfortunately happen. Out of the 6 years of helping homeowners go solar, I've had 1, 2, 3, I think 4 roof leaks. 3 minor, 4 of them actually were minor. They were all minor, but one of them, this is kind of I roll my eyes because of the whole situation for this homeowner. It's a construction process, but the company I was working with was using subcontractors for everything. And I would recommend not working with a solar company that uses subcontractors, and you just never know. Those subcontractors could subcontract it out to other subcontractors. So unfortunately, in my career, I have worked with companies for a short period of time that had this happen, or where they subcontracted things out. And as things were surely showing me that this is not a good business model, I stopped using them as an install company. That being said, this homeowner has a leak in her roof. The original subcontractor was not invited back out because there were other issues that happened with that installation. That's another video. I mean, if you want me to talk about solar nightmares, I could. I don't have very many, but I'm sure there are people that have them. But they didn't want the subcontractor coming back out to their home. So the other company called out their other install subcontractor partners, sent them out to check the leak. And surely enough, the leak was indeed caused by the solar installation. That subcontractor is pointing fingers at the other one, saying that they didn't install the system properly. And now they're saying that they should have re-roofed at the very beginning, but the roof was fairly new. So it's really hard to say. This is why site surveys are really important, because, and roof age is important, because if a roof is, say, 10 years old, for an asphalt shingle roof, that's probably okay, but UV is the biggest damage, like the thing that breaks down asphalt shingle roofs the most, UV rays. Probably like our skin. Like I'm going through I got spots on my skin from the sun. I love the sun. I need to start wearing my sunscreen more, but I'm going through some treatments to reduce the dark spots on my face and everything. But very much like our skin and sun, roofs take a beating from elements. So we're talking UV rays, rain, wind, hail, snow to some degree. I mean, not really, but well, I guess it's precipitation. So, I mean, it's water. So the roof's super, super important to make sure it's in good shape to be able to go solar first. So should you re-roof? If an installer comes out to your home and does a site survey and recommends re-roofing, your first reaction might be like, oh man, this is just gonna be more expensive. It's gonna cost me more. Well, it's gonna cost you more to install the solar on a roof that is needing to be re-roofed if you do it that way, because you're going to have to uninstall the solar panels, reinstall you're going to have to firstly, you're going to have to sign a roof waiver waiving away any warranty. Secondly, you get the solar panels up, and in say 7 years you're experiencing a roof leak or shingles blew off or something like that, and you need to re-roof. So you're going to have to find the installer, pay them to uninstall the solar system. The roofer comes out, you have them re-roof, you put it back on, the solar system back on, so you're paying for that initial installation, uninstalling, and then reinstalling, and then obviously having the roof done in between that. So it's totally up to you as the homeowner. It's your home. If you go, I don't want to re-roof, throw the solar panels up on the roof, you have to sign the waiver against that, against that, saying that the solar company caused the roof leak if there is a roof leak down the road. An inspection or if there is a roof leak, the companies come out and determine that the roof leak was indeed caused by the solar installation. And usually it's very obvious, like it's very, very obvious. I had one homeowner, it was a new build construction. They had the solar installed, and on a rainy, windy day, there was a roof leak, and it was a slow trickle. And they were insistent that that was caused from the solar installation. They had the solar installer went out, determined it wasn't caused by the solar panels, because there wasn't, even though they were the last ones on the roof, there wasn't any sign inside the attic space showing that there was any roof leak. It was actually coming from the HVAC system, the ducts up in the attic, and somehow there was some condensation escaping the ducting, and it was causing a roof leak or a leak through the ceiling. So not all leaks are caused from solar installations. Some are. So it's really important, though, that your roof, if your roof is aged and it's old, you want to do that before you get solar. And the good news is I work with installers who have already pre-vetted licensed roofing contractors that they work with as a pass-through cost to you to get your roof redone prior to solar. So you can wrap the roof and the solar in together into a project. It's 2 jobs, 2 permits, 2 final inspections, but you can put the roofing and the solar together in a solar loan if you want to do that, or if you want to pay for all in cash, you can. It is a common thing that a lot of people in their minds will say, I'm going to hold off on getting solar until I do the roof. Well, then that's totally fine. If you need to re-roof and you want to get solar, reach out because I can help you do that. Get it all done together, and then you have peace of mind. The warranty, you just know that the roofing's done correctly, the solar is done correctly. There is a audit trail of who actually did the work and finaled and everything like that. So just know that if you need it, if you in your heart and in your mind go, I wonder if I should re-roof before that's a good rule of thumb that you probably should. Some automatic DQs or disqualification for when it comes to solar installation is usually going to be on those light. Well, let's start with tar and gravel is usually, you can't do that. CalPac metal roof, can't do that. Slate, like actual slate tile roofs, can't do those. And Spanish clay tiles likely are not. Those are going to all be DQs. Unless for the Spanish clay tile and the lightweight clay tile, you can do a comp out. Oh, the other one, wood shingles. There are still houses with wood shingles, and those are like such a fire hazard. So that's an automatic re-roof, and some people still have it and it's never leaked, and that's fine. So foam roofs are oftentimes a DQ on installing solar, and if a company says that they will, just make sure that they know how to fix or install foam roofs. They've just been a difficult roof type for me. So that being said, should you re-roof before you get solar? If it's 15 to 20 years old, yes, you should. If it's an asphalt shingle roof. If you can't even see the granules on the asphalt shingle roof, it's probably going to be, you're going to need to re-roof, even if it's a newer roof. I had a homeowner in Central Valley. She wanted solar. The roof was only like 8 years old, but the solar installer recommended she re-roof where the solar was going to go, and she was absolutely adamant about not doing that. She was like, it is a newer roof, but she's constantly being hit by the UV sun rays, and so it made the shingles brittle. It's really super important that most solar installers are not going to say re-roof. They'd rather not. I mean, they'd rather install on a good roof with good condition. They don't really want to install on a roof that could cause roof leaks and have these huge liabilities. So it's really important to make sure you have a good solid roof before getting solar installed, because it's going to be on your roof for several decades. So that's my opinion on my thoughts on should you re-roof if you're going to get solar. And here is one other thing. There's those solar shingles. You can get those installed too. I don't work with any installers that install solar shingles. And that is the only roof type that you can technically take the tax credit on, is if it's a roof that produces solar energy. So re-roofing is not included on the tax credit, the solar tax credit. There are a lot of people that go out and say, yeah, you can do that. There's gray areas in there. I am not a tax professional, but consult your tax consultant. But I do know that some people try and do it. So just, if you get a roof and solar together under the same contract, you talk to your solar or your tax person and find out their position and what your comfort level is. But the re-roofing is not a part of the solar tax credit. So I just want to make sure you understand that. And yeah, if you want to get solar for your home, if you need a new roof and solar and a battery, or if you might need a main panel upgrade, any of these things, I'm here to help you. So reach out to me at JaimeGreene, leave a comment below or question below if you have any questions. I am happy to help you. And I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I will see you all tomorrow in the next video. I think I'm going to talk about batteries, because that's a big question about batteries. How much battery well, how much do batteries cost and how many batteries do I need, and self-consumption batteries versus full backup batteries, and DC coupled batteries and AC coupled all these things. So we'll talk about batteries tomorrow. So make sure you tune in. I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much. And we'll see ya. Yeah, just make it a great day. All right. Bye.